Question 6. Lucy recorded the number of times some football teams in the Welsh Alliance League won a match during a season. The teams were Bethesda Athletic, which we will see as B, Caernarfon Town, which will be C, Llanberis, which will be L, and Nefyn United, N. The data she collected is shown below. So these letters represent how many matches each team has won. So B, this is Bethesda Athletic. They have won one here. They have won another one here. N, Nefyn United, has won a match here. Caernarfon Town has won this one, and so on. So part A is asking us to complete the following table using the above data. So using this information, I have to put that into my table. This is a tally and frequency table. They've given you an example here. Bethesda Athletic, it says have won 6 matches. So I'm just going to double check that. Each time I see a B, I'm going to write a tally. So there's 1B, I'm going to cross it off and do the tally. Well, they've got one here, 1B, cross it off, do the tally. 1B here, cross it off, do the tally. 1B here, cross it off, do the tally. 1B, cross it off, do the tally. And 1B, cross it off, do the tally. So they have done all of the Bethesda Athletic matches in that tally part here. So the frequency, every 5th bar, the gate, that means 5, and then the one after, so that'll be 6. So the frequency here is 6. I need to do the same for C, L and N. So here's N, cross it off, put it in N, draw the tally. C, cross it off, put it in C. C, cross it off, put a tally in C. Cross it off, tally in C. Cross it off, tally in L. Don't forget this needs to be my bar now. Okay, so I've now crossed off all of the data and put it into the tally section of my table. So I now need to complete the frequency. So that's how many times they've come up. So this is 10 times, 3 times, and 4 times. Okay, so this is a 2-mark question. You get 2 marks straight away if you had all 4 correct. Or if you've made a slight mistake, then you get 1 mark for 2 or 3 correct frequencies. And if you didn't have any of these frequencies right, then you get 1 mark if you had all the tallies correct. Okay, so that's where you get the marks from in part A. Part B now asks us to draw a suitable graph to show this data on the grid below. So a suitable graph would be a bar chart. It's a 3-mark question, I need to put on the bottom my football teams, and then so on the bottom axis, on the x-axis going across are the football teams, and the frequency is always nice and easy to go up the vertical axis, up the y-axis. So I need to say how far up my chart needs to go. So the highest frequency is 10. So let's say I put the corner of my graph here. Let's see if I can count up 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that could go one below, just to make sure it's spaced out nice and evenly. So that will fit nicely, giving 1 square per match 1. So I'm going to count up 10 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now I need to go across where my football teams are going to go. So I could have 2 squares per football team. So my bar is going to be 2 squares for each of these. So that would mean I would need 2, 4, 6, 8 across. 2, 4, 6, 8 across. That will fit fine. So I'm going to draw my line. Draw my x-axis. And I'm going to keep these little markers here so that I can see where I have to draw my line. Okay, I've done all of this in pencil, so if I make a mistake, I can rub it out. So, as I said, my vertical axis is going to be my frequency, so that's how many matches they won. So nice and easy, I can put frequency as the title of my axes. Okay, so usually it will ask you to give a frequency, just label that there. The bottom is where my football teams are going to go. Okay, so I'm going to label that axis. Football teams. Okay, now I need to do my scale. So the bottom always starts at 0. Always, always. And then we've decided we're going to go up 1 square per match 1. So this one is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now I can start drawing my bars. So Bethesda Athletic won 6 games. Oops, sorry, I can put my teams at the bottom here. I don't have much space to write the full name, so I'm just going to put the letters in. So this is going to be B. I'm going to put them in the same order so I don't confuse myself. C, L, and N. Okay. So this one we said had 6 games won, so my bar is going to be at 6. And remember, all of these have to be an equal width. The bars have to be the same size across. So each time we're going to come across 2 squares. And then I'm going to draw that line so that it matches the line I drew here. Bar charts are nice and easy. Most of us have been doing them since we were in primary school, but they are the things that people make silly mistakes on, so make sure you're concentrating. Caernarfon Town had 10, so we're going all the way up to 10 now here. So I need to start my Caernarfon bar so that this line is in the correct place. And we're coming across 2 squares and then down. Llanberis had 3, so I go to 3, come across 2, and Nevin United won 4, so I need to bring that line up to 4, come across 2, and then finish the bar. So I've done a scale, I've labelled my axes and the teams. I haven't given a title. So I could say Lucy recorded the number of times some football teams in the Welsh Alliance League won a match during a season. So I could title it Number of Matches Won in the Welsh Alliance League. Okay, so let's see where we get our marks from. This is a 3-mark question. I get 1 mark if I've labelled my axes. So I've labelled both football teams, frequency, and I've put the teams here. I get 1 mark if I have a good scale. So that's fine there. They're all going up in the same amount of squares. 1 square is 1 match 1, and it started at 0 here. And I get 1 mark if I have all of my bars correct. So B went up 6, C went up 10, L went up 3, and N went up 4. So I get 1 mark for correct bars. And that there is your 3 marks.